Get ready with me to do a photo shoot. What is my life? So for those who are somehow still not aware, despite the fact that I mention it every 2 seconds, I have a book coming out and want to do a feature on me and my work in the book. And I'm so overwhelmed by that because I don't do this kind of thing. I don't get photos taken, I don't put on a lot of makeup and pose and things, and I always end up looking, you know, awkward and like a fish. Not even out of water, like a fish that's been battered and deep fried and put on somebody's plate. Do you know what I mean? So not the right context. And I was crying a lot yesterday about other things, and it's got me thinking, you know, like, I write about mental illness and people respond, but when I'm actually sort of symptomatic, it's still, do you know what I mean? It still sucks, it's still bad, and that doesn't stop just because I have a job to do or like work. And it's so stressful to try and to manage the two and to make the two fit into each other. And I read somewhere, I didn't read somewhere, I watched a video online where somebody said that if you have something difficult to do or like a task that you've been putting off, that you should film yourself doing it and pretend like you're making a video for other people. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to do my makeup for the photo shoot that I am woefully unprepared for. Do my eyes look really puffy? Like they do, obviously, because I've been crying, but we're gonna style it out. We're gonna pretend like it's a choice. So I'm gonna conceal my stress acne, which you can't see. That's the thing. People are like, "Oh, your skin is so good," and I'm like, "There's the sun, the literal sun, coming through the window, so that's good lighting, and also I'm very far back, and also it's just gonna look better on camera than it does in real life." But suffice it to say, there's a lot going on. I'm not going to be discussing the products that I use in this video. I don't buy things because they're good or because I recommend them. I buy them for 3 main reasons. 1, it's cheap. I don't have makeup money. I got bills to pay. 2, my sister's tried it and either she liked it and recommends it, or 2, she doesn't like it and she's given me hers. And most importantly, 3, that it does not irritate the eczema that I have on my face. And if you remember those days when I had my eyes swollen shut with eczema and there was like a red ring of evil around each eye, then welcome back. You'll also notice that I don't have any makeup tools or brushes for my face. I have one eyeshadow brush. Even that's a stretch. My hands are free. I can wash them every day. Also, I like the kind of sensation of this more than, this looks weird, I like the sensation of using my fingers more than a tool. People ask a lot how I've got it in my hair. People ask a lot how I have found a foundation that matches my skin tone. I don't. I spot conceal. I haven't worn foundation since I was in high school. I used to be a goth, by the way. That's a lore drop. I'm going to do my eyebrows now. People ask me what I use in my eyebrows, and a majority of it is just the fact that I just have quite dark eyebrows for a ginger, which I'm so thankful for, because if I had to draw them on every day, I just would not. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to take some clear mascara, which I don't even think is for your brows, and I'm just going to put it through my brows, because the photo shoot is outside, and I don't want them to blow away. Like, it's not like it's going to blow, but, you know, I don't know if I'm going to have time to touch up my makeup, so I want them to stay in place, because they've got a mind of their own. Does it look any different? No. Like, I'm convinced this step is a waste of time, but it's like the kind of superstition that if I don't do it, something's going to go wrong. This is nearly done anyway. Thing is, this is like £2, so I think this is a worthwhile investment. This video is going to be so long, nobody is going to watch this whole thing. I might not even post it, that's the thing. I just want to document this so that I'm doing it, and I'm doing it in an efficient way. They look different now. I've made it worse. Hang on. What we saying? Yeah, I'll do. Now I'm going to take some brown eyeshadow. I lied, this is another brush. This is, I don't know where I got this. And I'm going to put it in the bits that need it. This doesn't even match my eyebrows, but you know. And the thing is, I'm not even doing this thing that people do where they're like, oh, I don't understand makeup, I'm not like the other girls. I wish I was like the other girls. I used to be like the other girls, and it's a skill that I've lost. So this is just the product of I don't know, a part of it's like being in a long-term relationship. Like, he doesn't care. He doesn't care if I wear any makeup. In fact, I will look the worst I've ever looked. I'll look like Gollum's third cousin, and I'll be sitting on the couch and he'll be like, you look lovely. And I'm like, you're a liar. This video's gonna be so long. I can see why people do the whole go to part 2. I'm not gonna do that, because I don't care enough to edit 2 full videos. I'm putting eyeshadow on now. I'm starting with a light shade that is close to my skin tone, and that is to genuinely, it's to not make them wet and greasy, because I've had glycerin, like liquid glycerin on them all night to stop them from getting the eczema, so this is to kind of neutralise that. But you could wash your face. No. I don't wash my face in the mornings, because it doesn't serve me. It doesn't make my skin any better, it makes it worse. So I wash my face once at night, and that does me just fine. Also, it's going to be the same brush for all of these colours, so I'm going to start at light and move towards dark. And then at the end, to clean it, I'm going to do that. I miss the days when I used to do nice eyeshadow. Like, I miss the days when I could get up and I was a student, so I would do eyeshadow and go to class, and now I'm like 25. Now, when it comes to eyeshadow, this is very important. If you have hooded eyes like me, and you do anything on the lid, you're not gonna see it. So, save yourself some time, gal. Save yourself some time, and just don't, because I do it all the time, and I do it as like a little sneaky thing. I'll be like, hi, how's it going? Gold eyeshadow! And it's like, deploy! How's that looking? Good? Am I gonna cut my crease? Maybe. Does that look literally any different? No. Did it feel good? Also no. I got this eyeshadow that's really nice, and I don't know if it's gonna work, but I'm gonna try it. You probably can't tell, but it's really sparkly now. I don't know if it suits. But anyway, as I was saying, nice sparkly eyeshadow. No, there isn't. That was such a waste of time. I'm gonna do my mascara, but you know what that looks like. I got mascara in my... I just realised why people do that part 2 thing. There's no time left for me to record. It's like I've got 3 seconds left, so you must go to part 2 if you want to see the conclusion to this look. But it is quite sparkly. I like it.